What's up, guys? True Patriot here, and I'm on a quest to level up Minotaur's ability from 5 of 9 to 7 of 9. Okay? And so I was looking at how much gems were today, and you got a 25% bonus on the $100 worth of gems. Okay? So that being said, what would be the best way to level up Minotaur's ability? Would it be doing hero rolls and just consuming everything I get, or doing dungeon turns, dungeon refreshes over and over again, till to see how many shards you'll get, and use those shards to buy Gelatinous Slimes or any of the other slimes and level up his ability? And how much would you get if you had 21,000 gems? How much experience would you get from the heroes that would you get if you just did hero rolls? All right, so I did a little bit of the math, and for 21,000 gems divided by 150, which is how much a hero costs when you do hero rolls, you would get 140 heroes. All right. Now let's say in a perfect world, in the best case scenario, all right, let's say you get 20 legends, all right, and then let's say you get 20 gelatinous slimes, okay, and 40 crystal oozes, okay, and 80 elite heroes, okay, and this is saying that you don't get any ordinary heroes and you don't get any ordinary slimes, okay. So for the 20 legendary heroes, you would get 2,000 experience for each of those when you consume them, and it's 40,000 experience you get. All right, for the crystal oozes, it's 600 experience per each, so that's 24,000 experience. All right, and for the gelatinous slimes, it's 3,000 experience, so that's 60,000 experience you get from the gelatinous slimes. All right, and for elite heroes, that's 200 experience you get for the elite heroes, and that's 16,000 experience. So all that added up is 140,000 EXP that would go towards the ability when you consume them. All right. So okay, that's not bad. 140,000. That's it's like 120,000 from 5 of 9 to 6 of 9. So that would get me to 6 of 9. All right. Now let's just say that I decided to do the 40 shard dungeon over and over again. All right, and my average is probably about 2 of 5. So 21,000 gems divided by 100 for the the dungeon refresh is 210 refreshes that you get. So 210 times 5 turns is 1,050 turns. Okay, so 2 out of 5. Every 5 that you do, you get 2 drops on the 40 shard dungeon. So that's 1,050 turns times whatever, 2 out of 5 is 420 drops. Okay, so 420 times 40 shards is 16,800 shards. Okay, so 16,800 shards divided by 150 for the gelatinous slimes is 112 slimes. Okay, so 112 slimes is times 3,000 experience is 336,000 experience. All right, that's in a perfect world too. Okay, two out of 5. That's a really good odd. Okay, that's 30%. That's what the normal 30% shard drop that you would get. All right, let's say it's not that. Okay, let's just say it's 1 out of 5. Okay, 1 out of 5 would be 210 shard drops. Okay. So 210 times 40 shards is 8,400 shards. Okay, so 8,400 shards divided by 150 for gelatinous slimes is 56. So 56 times 3,000 experience is 168,000 experience. It's still more than doing hero rolls. All right. So if I was just going for that, if I was just trying to level up the ability of Minotaur, if that's all I wanted to do was just level up his ability, and I didn't matter either way, That's what I would do. I would do the dungeons. Now that's just after doing that math. Okay. In the 40 shard dungeon, you also get 16 honor badges every time you complete it, and you get 6,065 experience to level up your heroes. You know, the hero level. So either way, 1,050 times. That's a lot of experience. This is a lot of honor badges. So okay. So let's look at the pros and cons of doing both. The pros of doing hero rolls. It's faster. It's easier. I need legends to level up my might. And I still need Snowzilla. And it's fun. It's like doing the lottery, or doing the slot machines when you go to a casino. Okay. And then you also, the cons is your risk of getting ordinary heroes when you do hero rolls. And the chance of not getting any gelatinous slimes or any legends at all. I've done that before. I've spent $50 into hero rolls and not get a single legend. It just happens. It happens to all of us. So that $100 could be a waste if you do hero rolls. All right, the pros and cons of doing dungeons. All right, well, you get more experience to level up ability with the shards, of course. We just did the math. All right, and you also get experience from just doing the dungeons to level the heroes. That's a pro. Then you get honor badges in the shards and everything else like that. So that's overall it's better for you. But the cons, all right, the cons of doing the dungeons is it's boring. Okay, so it's slow. You use gems to revive your heroes if they die, so you have less gems. You run the risk of getting bad drops, not getting any fucking drops at all. That's really annoying. I've done like 10 to 15 in a row and not getting a single one. I was going all over the place in Dungeon 8, not getting a single freaking drop. All right. And another thing, you use gold for magic. You use gold for magic when you do dungeons. I like to use magic. You can do dungeons without magic, magicless dungeons. And you asked Distagia, that's the best way to do it. So it's free. It's a free dungeon. You don't do anything. Just drop your heroes and watch them do their thing. So you also have to spend more time to farm gold. You have to go to different bases and farm gold to support you, because you're not going to spend gems on resources. That's a horrible freaking thing. It's like 1 gem per 1,000 gold. All right, and if you think about that, all I use is the Ari's Frenzy, and that's 50,000 gold. All right, that's 50,000 gold every time I use Ari's Frenzy. So that's 50 gems if I want it every time I do it. It says, fuck no, hell no, I'm not gonna do that. So there's more risk doing dungeons. Overall, there's more risk doing dungeons than there is doing hero rolls. There's less risk doing hero rolls. However, the numbers don't lie. Now let's say in a horrible world, okay, 1 out of 8 dungeons that you do, you will get a drop. All right, so how many would you get? Okay, so 21,000 gems. Sorry, I'm smoking. Don't smoke, kids. It's bad for you. All right, so it's 131 drops, okay? So 21,000 gems, 1 out of 8 is 131 drops. Okay, so 131 times 40 shards is 5,250 shards. Okay, so divide that by 150 for the gelatinous slimes, and it's 35 slimes. Okay, so 35 slimes times 3,000 experience is 105,000 experience. And remember what I said. It's you get 16 honor badges every time you do the 40 shard dungeon. You get 6,065 experience every time you do the 40 shard dungeon. So you will level up your heroes. You will get honor badges to uncap them. You will get the experience to help you level their ability. You will get the shards to help level their ability. Overall, even though you'll get less experience from the shards if you only had 1 out of 8 drops, overall I would say it's still better than, in a perfect world, doing the gem rolls, or the hero rolls. You know, guys, I've spent hundreds of dollars on this game. I've spent over 1,000, I'd say, at this point in this game. And as you saw, I have Minotaur. You know, it's a $750 plus hero, depending on whether or not you do the gem bonuses. You know, we buy gems on the bonuses. If I was going to spend more money on this game just to level abilities, what would be the better choice? I would say dungeons. Overall, I would say dungeons, because it helps you overall. It helps you with your hero levels. It helps you with your honor badges. It helps you with experience and abilities. Dungeons are a better way to go. Okay. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe my numbers are wrong. Maybe you guys have a better idea. Maybe you guys have found a better way. Whatever you thought, comment below and let me know. And if you want, actually no, I will put the numbers in the description so you guys can look at them yourself. It's mind-boggling. When I did the math on this, I was like, I'm surprised I didn't start to do this before. I'm surprised I didn't know about this. I didn't care. I don't know. I just figured this out. I was talking to a couple of guys in my guild, Dumbledore Army, and you know, they were astonished as well. They were like, wow, this is crazy. You know, that's a lot of freaking money. You know, like if I wanted to go from 1 to 9 of 9, you know how much money that would cost if I was just doing dungeons? It's insane. It's ridiculous. But okay, so that being said, all right, what would it take to get from 5 of 9 to 7 of 9 without doing that? You know, on average, I average about 730 shards a day. That's just natural growth, okay? So natural growth of getting shards a day times 30 days. All right, so how much is that? Hold on, I'm pulling out my calculator. 730 times 30 days is 21,900 shards. Okay, so that's divided by 150 is 146 gelatinous slimes times 3,000 is 438,000 experience. So if I just waited a month, you know, I didn't want to do it right now. I don't need it right now. If I waited a month and just did a natural growth, I would get more experience than spending $100 right now. So what does that tell you? You don't have to spend money. You don't have to spend money to level up your ability. You can just wait, you know? Smoking another cigarette. You don't have to spend money. You can just wait and get more experience, you know? And I'm impatient. Me and Patience don't get along. Patience has a vendetta against me. I can't sit here and just do the same thing over and over and over again and expect something to happen. I have to spend money and get it now. That's why I've spent so much money on this game. That's why I have Minotaur, and that's probably why a lot of other people have Minotaur as well. It's just we have no patience. I don't know, man. Maybe you guys have a better idea of how to get shards. If there's a secret to doing different dungeons to get better drops. If you do, please let me know. I would really love to know a better way to farm shards. All right, so this video that we're watching right now is basically just me doing my morning routine. I get in there, I do the quest board first thing, and I do my Heavy Monsters turns, and then I do the Heroes Trials, and then I do the Arena to get up there. And I don't know. This is what I do every morning. It takes me about, I want to say, about 30 minutes, and I do it. I don't do it all at once. I did this morning at like 7 o'clock this morning. It's Saturday, so I have nothing going on. So it took me about 30 minutes to do this, and yeah, I was just thinking about what it would take to level up abilities, and I really wanted to share with everybody. So from what I figured out with my math. So that's about it for me, guys. I got about another 10 seconds on the video, so if you like the video, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.